In just a month's time, we will see the release of a new MMORPG that takes ideas and inspiration of already established MMOs out there and mashes them together. This game is called New World and is highly anticipated as its beta access has shown some good promise as what a next-gen MMO looks like. The gameplay, loot system, and PvP looks pretty solid. But what about the lore? Well, that's another story. Get it? Lore and story? Amazon Games, who are the creators of New World, haven't exactly pushed the lore of New World very much. The reasoning could be that they want new players to experience the story firsthand while playing. The game supposedly borrows from games such as Dark Souls and Demon Souls, and if this is true, then New World will focus heavily on world building through the environment and different types of enemies you face, which would keep a certain mystical veil over the story of the game, where nothing ever gets confirmed by the developers. But what do we actually know then? I've tried my best in collecting as much information as I can, so I can give you a general explanation for it without giving too much away. Have in mind that I haven't played the beta myself, so there are probably a few things that I'm missing out on. Alright, here goes. New World takes its name from the in-lore discovery of an island known as Eternum. Eternum is a land of mystery, but even if it's a place of unimaginable beauty, it also hides a growing darkness. The island is filled with vast resources, and the main resource is known as Azoth. Azoth is sort of the lifeblood of Eternum, and it seems to power the cycle of life and death on the island. From the trailer to New World, we see a stag that represents life and a bear that represents death battle each other, with the bear coming out victorious. The seemingly dead stag, however, rises from the ground. The reason to why it gets resurrected is the Azoth. The resource can grant power to anyone, and the power is reflected on the individual itself. If you're a wicked person, the Azoth seems to grant you the appearance of a monster and the power to boot. While if you're pure of heart, the Azoth reinvigorates you when it's reflected on your appearance itself. At least this is what the lore tells us. The setting of New World isn't exactly pinpointed, but it seems to take place during the Age of Exploration, which lasted between the 1400s to the late 1600s. And when you first get to New World, you will realize that you weren't the first one to arrive on the island. Long before the Age of Exploration, there had been other cultures that made it there. Vikings, Romans, and so on had already arrived hundreds of years before, but they all seem to have fallen to the darkness of the island. You will be finding artifacts throughout Eternum that will tell you of what happened. But then what about the villain? Well, it seems that our main villain for now is a woman named Isabella. Isabella was a young woman who lost her family as they sailed away to find this new world. As the ride to the island is highly dangerous, it seems that her family got shipwrecked and died at sea just outside the island. Isabella decided to make her way there as well and managed to survive the journey. But as she explored the land of Eternum, she started to become corrupted and had already executed several of her crew. Isabella may not be the true villain, however, as she's not the source of the growing darkness, but only a victim of it. There seems to be something hiding below the island that's causing the spread of the corruption. Is it a god? A machine? This is unknown as of now. We will learn more come this August 31st when New World releases on PC. Now, as you may have noticed, this video is pretty bare bones, but considering that Amazon Games are promoting this game with the help of streamers and content creators, we haven't really gotten any real details on the story. Most of what we know is gameplay oriented and not so much about the story itself. But every great RPG needs a good story, am I right? And hey, if you enjoyed this video, lightly smash the like button and consider subscribing for more videos like this, where I explore details of all kinds of games and break down things that might be confusing to others. If you have any information or corrections, please leave that as a comment below so we can all learn about this new game. And have a great day, guys. MrHulthen out.